K Michelle versus Shamea Morton. Let's get into this. Watch what happens live.
K Michelle.
Hey, Michelle, just stay the course. You ain't got to jump ship or choose teams. You can be everybody's friend, girl.
K Michelle.
So K Michelle tells her, and she asks her, don't play coward games now. You ain't going to shift the narrative on me. Your third time trying and speaking on me. You scared about what I might tell? Tell them why I don't mess with you. Does the ward off ring a bell? I'm loyal until I'm not. See, you can't play fake victim with me. I know too much. Chill. Then she says, definitely no advice needed from you on being a friend. Me not messing with you has nothing to do with jumping ship. And you know this. I have the same friends I've had all season. The difference now is I don't have to sit around and defend you all day. Dead that narrative now about teams because you know that's not what's happening. And then she goes on and on.
So what's happening? That's the thing.
That's what I do.
What's happening? They starting to piss me off. They piss me off because I saw this tweet and I stopped what the fuck I was doing and I made a video because they pissed me off. Please stop it with the empty threats. She had said something about, do you remember what happened at a hotel? And I'm like, at what point, if Shamea is this fucked up as a person and a wife, y'all don't fuck with her. Y'all have nothing to lose. Let the shit rip. Stop getting online, Porsha. Stop getting online, K Michelle, and coming up with these, half telling the story. Tell it. And to me, Shamea is the only one, in my opinion, with something that is something to lose. Somebody spilling something about K Michelle is not a threat. No shade. But the dentist is a dentist. I'm sure he does well for a regular ass person, but he ain't got Gerald money. And you talk about these threesomes, I would say that somebody would, opt themselves for a threesome with Gerald before K Michelle's husband. Y'all keep coming up with things that are a threat to Shamea's marriage, and it makes them look jealous. I also feel like some of the shit that they're saying could potentially hold a little bit of weight. Like maybe she told y'all about one time where she did something, or maybe y'all saw her do some shit. Stop doing whole shit in front of your friends.
I mean, well, who am I supposed to do whole shit in front of?
But I feel like for her, because she's not single and you married and you dealing with some people that are jealous of you, do that shit. Don't take that shit to the grave. Don't do it. Don't tell nobody about it. And I think, what did I say? It takes a hoe to know a hoe. So at this point, everybody's a hoe. The wholeness is deleted. Like, I'm so tired of everybody coming up with something but not really saying. The wholeness is deleted. I'm tired of these hoes talking about the other hoe and not really saying what it is. Tell us what happened at the ward off.
I don't think that Shamea, I think she needs to recognize that these are coworkers. 95% of the time, you're going to be around your coworkers, so you should definitely be mindful of how you operate. My thing was, K Michelle said, this your third time trying and speaking on me. You scared about what I might tell. That doesn't make sense for me, because if she's afraid of what you might tell, why would she continue to speak on you? If she keep talking about you, it's given she may be daring you to say what it is that you know, because she's not saying anything at all, which to me may think she probably got something. She waiting on you to do what you're going to do, because she probably going to fire you up in return. Because sometimes, K Michelle, you do operate from a space like you're the only person that got tea on somebody. And you're not. You're not the only person. Like, I'm sure as much as you were being calculated, and I'm not going to say calculated, I'll say observing of your environment at that time with Shamea, I'm sure she was observing you as well. So y'all got information on each other. I don't want to see them fall out, though. I feel like whatever their issue is can easily be fixed.
I want to see them fall out.
You say what?
I do want to see them fall out.
You want to see them fall out?
Yeah, because if I'm Shamea and you sending soft threats towards me and my marriage, expose yourself. Let's fall all the way out so I can see how far the hell you willing to go. I don't feel like Shamea said anything that bad and Watch What Happens Live. She said you could be a better friend. Bitch, she didn't come for your man, not your mama, not the son who you got into a fight with in the Mercedes because he wanted to drive Uber. She could have came for everything. Shamea said, be a better friend. And you got online and threatened to say something that could potentially harm her marriage on some Porsha shit.
Right.
So let's fall all the way out, ho, and you tell me exactly how you feel.
I think that I think K Michelle likes losers, to be honest. When I say that, I mean this situation with Shamea and Porsha, it reminds me of how she was on Love and Hip Hop, where she went and made friends with Jocelyn just to spite the other women. And I remember thinking to myself, Jocelyn is a complete and utter asshole, K Michelle. Why would you go and be friends with her just so that you could slight Mimi and all of them? You know what I mean? She did that shit. And eventually what happened? Y'all fell out because Jocelyn is an insecure bitch. And she's always going to like try to play in your face in some type of capacity. And then you're going to be all fucking hurt and shit. And to me, I feel like it's the same thing with Porsha. When it comes to her and Shamea, I don't think Shamea said anything wrong, but K Michelle wants to get more. It's funny to me because it's like you were talking about her, begging you to be a good friend to her, but you seem to be really upset that she is not always seeing your efforts to be her friend the way you want her to. You know what I mean? Like when she was talking about how everybody scattered at the club. And, K Michelle is like, well, I played everybody's song. Well, that's not the problem. The problem is not that you didn't play her song. That's not what she said. She said everybody scattered. Okay? Like that's why she said that. But K Michelle has more than once been like, I've been on her side. And she remember when she was talking to Pinky and she was like, Kelly is the only one that has her back. And K Michelle felt slighted by that. Like you're being overly sensitive. Yes, you are having her back at times, but also like, why are you acting like you don't understand why she feels the way she feels in this group? And you are treading lightly because you want to have a friendship with Porsha. And I think that's what she peeping. You still want to have a relationship with Porsha.
You muted, Niecy.
Thanks. I said Shamea do too. Did y'all see the other clip from Watch What Happens Live when Andy said to Shamea, what are 3 things you miss from you and Porsha's relationship? And this is where it's like, even when I can see where Shamea is coming from, I can't 100% cape for her, because if somebody did me the way that Porsha had done me, bringing me into this environment, or we in the same environment because she didn't bring her there, and you doing me dirty like that, and you talking about my mama trying to sleep with my daddy brother and all, I couldn't give you 3 things that I miss about the friendship. And in the way that she did it, you could tell that she still wants to be Porsha's friend.
Yeah, and that's the saddest part. But that's why I feel like I've been right about my assessment of her from the beginning, about it being about, your mom teaching you about spiritual bypassing and always feeling like you need to be the better person, because being a better person means always forgiving people's blatant disrespect. And then that makes you the better person because you can deal with all of this disrespect and keep the high road. That's why you just bust out with shit like Diane tried to fuck my dad. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been holding that in. Girl, stop with the fake nicety shit. Stop with the trying to be the better person. Fuck all that. Like, listen, it's something is a form of people pleasing myself. I had to come to terms with that same thing. Fuck how everybody is like, earlier was up. Girl, you can see me however the fuck you want to see me. I don't give a fuck.
But that's tied to that religious manipulation.
Yes.
So like they only talk about you being the bigger person, but they don't talk about how I can't even quote specific verses, but I've seen stuff I'm familiar where when people do you dirty, or that it's not your exact environment, or this is not a relationship that God has intended for you, you need to separate yourself. And Shamea would not be wrong for separating herself. But the thing they teach is for you to come back and come back and come back, and you wait for them to do better. So you just take abuse. Mm-hmm. And I could absolutely see that being taught to Shamea if that's what her mom is always preaching.
Especially if that's what her mama did with Diane. Because it seemed like y'all remained friends to some extent after all of that shit happened. Y'all have been around each other. And I also feel like people that's talking about this online, they so like disingenuous, because I'm like, yeah, y'all ain't got aunties that have stories, or aunties that have friends that have stories like this where they done fucked over each other at some point, but everybody kind of gets over it as time goes on because we family and they're kids and the kids want to play with one another and all of that. So the people the adults put their bullshit to the side so that the kids can continue to have a relationship. That is literally what Shamea's mom and Diane, I feel like, did, which is kind of what a lot of families do, especially Black families, child. But the problem with that is that some people just are who they are, and they're going to be envious of you. I think that I don't care what nobody say. I think Porsha is envious of Shamea. I think she's been envious of Shamea. I think Porsha is envious of Lauren. I think the only reason why Lauren is the only person that she can call is because Lauren has spent her entire life feeling bad that she had the life that Porsha couldn't get.
Yes.
And it's the same thing with Shamea's mom and dad and growing up in a 2-parent household and all of that shit. Listen, but look, Porsha, I believe Portia's a straight up liar. Porsha can be telling the truth and I wouldn't believe her, but they could have been too hot in the puss women back in the day. And it still would be your mama teaching you how to be the same flaw ass bitch that you showed up as. Because that's honestly what made sense. If we find out that Diane tried to fuck Shamea daddy, that would make so much sense that she taught you to move like that with people. Because you love threatening people with your coochie.
What did y'all think of that conversation with Lauren and Porsha when Porsha mentioned destiny swapping? And she mentioned something about Shamea's daddy never had any teeth or something like that. And I was wondering if she meant money. Like, was teeth a code word for money?
I think she meant teeth.
Literally talking about teeth.
Yeah,
I think she meant teeth.
I thought it was funny because I think she was calling Lauren to get the backup to go at Shamea further that night. But Lauren was like, so what, y'all gonna destroy each other? And then when she mentioned the shit about destiny swapping, Lauren was like, yeah, don't say that. Don't.
She did. She told her to chill out.
Yeah.
But did y'all see how it lightweight felt? I don't think Shamea was lying, because when Shamea mentioned that Diane tried to sleep with her daddy, Porsha admitted that this was something she had took back to her mama. That's what her response was. I took that to my mama. So this is something you heard before. And then when she was talking to Lauren, she said, why would you bring that up? We don't go there. This is some shit that y'all know about.
But you're not supposed to bring it up on television.
Exactly.
That's what it was. You're not supposed to embarrass our mamas like that on television. But Porsha, I feel like Porsha started that shit. Everybody keeps saying Shamea started. I feel like Porsha started it. When Porsha got on the internet and said, your mom did something egregious to my mom, she was waiting on a reason to go at Shamea, because that was right after Shamea's birthday. She had just done a post, telling Shamea happy birthday after everybody was like, Shamea had a song come out. You ain't posted. You ain't do shit. And so eventually I feel like she posted something, to prove that she wasn't shitting on Shamea. And then right after that, Shamea might have had a conversation in the confessional and said, yeah, our moms used to be very close, but they fell out. And then Porsha comes online as if Shamea said something so fucked up and says, your mom did something egregious to my mom. And then at the reunion show, she, says, oh, she took the daycare. And Shamea was like, girl, don't even do that, because something else happened way before the daycare. And I think that was you tried to fuck my husband and we wasn't friends no more. And then I found out that child died at the daycare. And I was like, I'm about to go buy that bitch. Since she thinks she can be out here trying to fuck on somebody's husband. You think you can take somebody's husband, bitch? I'm gonna take your business.
Baby, they went from best friends to beefing hard as hell.
Listen, I know some stories like that about, the way these old folks be getting down in some of the stories, this one cheated on this one and we broke up and then we was fucking with that one and then somebody got pregnant over this side and somebody got pregnant and then
we got back together, but he raised the baby even though we knew that one Will's baby. Now Will's come back. Yeah.
Yes, that is a lot of them old folks shit.
Yeah, that's how they moved. Messy as fuck. Ain't no different than what it is now.
They just knew how to keep up appearances better than you niggas these days.
Exactly. That's what they did for sure.
This episode, we had the ladies going to the club. Everybody pretty much walked out. They did stay for most of Shamea's song, then they left. We also had the ladies going to the cemetery. Porsha talking to the ladies back at the house, saying that her and Shamea could have got in a better place if she would have came with that type of energy. What else took place? I think later on that day, the ride home when Shamea felt the need to give additional context to people that don't give a damn. Cynthia and Phaedra, when they've already chosen their side. Then we get the dinner where she wanted to further apologize and explain herself for ruining the evening when nobody gives a damn about how they ruin shit for you. Was there anything else about this episode that y'all wanted to discuss based on those things?
I liked what Kelly had to say. I appreciate Kelly for being consistent and never not ever taking her foot for real off Portia's neck. I know people thought that because it's like, oh, you're paying, huh? I'm like, to me, I take all that shit as like jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know we don't really like each other, bitch. We just doing this shit right now. But everybody know we gonna be right back on bullshit in a minute. As soon as we get back to the States. I agree with you. I didn't give a fuck about you know what annoyed me? Pinky and whoever else said we didn't come here for that. Did you not? Since when don't we take trips to argue on Real Housewives?
Yeah.
Why y'all act like this wasn't the time? Why wasn't it? It's a dinner where we all sitting down. Ain't nobody taking no bitch to the side, because when we try to have those conversations with just Porsha and Shamea, what does Porsha do? Look everywhere but at Shamea.
Yeah.
Don't have a conversation, avoiding behavior. Girl, fuck all that. I wish you would have said more. Spray her some more.
Yeah. No,
I'm apologizing. So I definitely agree with Pinky on that. It is giving professional apologies.
Yeah.
I just want Shamea to stand in her shit a little bit more. You're operating with women that don't give a damn about you. The way she turned around to Phaedra in the car really irked my nerves so bad. And let me give you additional context.
She needed to explain herself.
This is a lady that has lied on you before. Like, why is you turning around talking to her, trying to give context? And Cynthia fake as hell. She has been the fakest all season. If Porsha would have said that about your mom, I would have had your back. Bitch, no, you would not have, because you didn't have her back when you sat up there and watched Angela lie on that damn lady.
And then got mad at her when she said that the bitch had big feet. After she said she fucked the football team and the basketball team.
Exactly.
She got big feet. You mad at me?
The way Cynthia moved when she said she would have took Shamea aside reminded me of how she moved with Kenya. How she publicly went out and disagreed with how Kenya acted. So I believe Cynthia probably would have, I don't want to say she would have been on Shamea's side, because I can't really see her turning her back completely to Porsha. But I think she would have voiced that was wrong, just because that's how she moved with Kenya, which is still crazy as fuck to me.
I don't think she would have. And the only reason I say that is because she moves on what's advantageous for her. I think she almost felt like they was about to get rid of Kenya off the show, and felt like, I don't need to stand up for you. I need to be on the side of everybody that's on the show, because I want to be on the show. Was
Cynthia on the show at the same time as Kenya? Was that her budget? She was a friend of.
At one point, I believe.
Yeah, I believe
okay, so Kenya didn't have to go for her to fit in the budget.
Remember, she was at the event. She was at the event, and people was kind of looking, asking her how she felt about it, and she was kind of, in a way, defending Britt Edie. All of that shit happened. So it definitely was given. Cynthia need this check. Cynthia got off the show, realized that she needs a Bravo check again, and has decided that she needs to do what she needs to do to be on the show. And I think that being on the side of whoever is the main people on the show, that's what she's gonna do. And that's what she's been doing. And I kind of don't like it, because we look for her to be some type of, middle ground. And she has not been being a middle ground. She's actually been making me upset, because she comes off as if she's in middle ground, but she's really not.
Exactly.
That shit to Shamea about, is Shamea, bringing this on herself, or is everybody coming after her? And I'm like, everybody's coming after her, bitch, because what do you feel like she brought on herself that she deserves for y'all to be saying she fucking everybody?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just irritating, because she's been on the show for so long that it's really not beneficial for her to flip-flop the way that she does. Like, she has no real reason to do that. She could be the anchor of the show if she wanted to be the anchor of the damn show. Yeah. But she kind of gives me a Shamea. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's the Shamea of
I think she's let Pinky step in and be more of the voice of reason this season than we were expecting Cynthia to be. And also,
I feel like she fought her for that position too. When you think about that scene that they had at the table,
probably so.
Like, bitch, I'm gonna take your spot.
Yeah,
Angela, I'm gonna take both of your spots. I'm gonna be the bone carrier, and I'm gonna be the voice of reason, bitch.
And she's been doing good, because I have really enjoyed Pinky. Now I do see at times when she be popping on her producer hat.
Yeah.
She be a mess. But I like it because it's still entertaining, you know?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Yeah, I
and
enjoy her.
somebody in the comments talking about they saw K Michelle defending but she also called the girl Shamea a monster. And I'm like, a monster?
yeah, that was crazy.
Pinky said that, right?
No, K Michelle called her a monster.
Oh, K Michelle. Oh, Pinky said she's fighting with everybody. K Michelle took it a step further and said she was a monster. Yes.
And I'm like, what the fuck is making her a monster?
It's crazy.
Porsha tried to make her a damn demon when she was preaching and all that shit.
Ooh, girl, that worked on my fucking. I can't stand when that bitch started evangelizing. Girl, shut your ass.
Yeah, it's a mess.
I mean, sometimes Kandi would have been like, oh, girl.
How are y'all feeling about the season so far?
It's good.
It's great.
I think it's good.
It's
I think they got a good crowd. The only problem for me is Porsha. I'm gonna be real. That's my only problem because I feel like because Porsha refuses to get over the fact that Shamea came on the show, she's making it harder for everybody to actually move on from beef. This is a reality show of a friend group. We know y'all not really friends, but a part of the job is once you have beef to resolve it. Porsha doesn't want to resolve it. She's trying to push Shamea out, hoping that eventually Shamea will get so hurt by it, she'll just give up and leave. Shamea, please don't.
Because if Andy not getting rid of liars, why would you get up? Not saying you're a liar. However, there have been times, girl, but outside of that, why would you get up? Somebody said Angela should leave based on the accusation that she put out there about you. And what did Andy say? Oh, she's not going nowhere.
He said that's not happening.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I can't tell I think that's what, are low. I can't tell. That's what all
the
talking about.
That's what all these soft threats are. The soft threats are to get her off the show. Like we're almost gonna say something. We're gonna bully you into it, make you think you gotta be scared for something, so you can decide to leave. So Gerald ain't gotta find out what the fuck we think we know. Stay on the show, please.
Yeah, stay on the show. That's what I said. Yeah, I think the season has been good. I do like the cast, but as we have been in Scotland this part of the trip, I'm tired. I think this episode made me I was just over it. The back and forth, the Shamea apologizing. They're just stand in how you feel. Okay, it is what it is.
Shamea, no, man, I can't do it.
Any last words on that?